Welcome in. Welcome in. Hopefully the audio is coming through. Can anybody let me know if the audio is good or not? Hopefully it is. I can put myself back in if it's not. Hopefully, hello. The audio is, hopefully it's coming through good. If it's not, I will try refreshing in just a minute. So I hope everybody's had a great week. I've had a bit of a busy week, but that's not a bad thing, right? Not a bad thing. Let me take a moment to welcome all you fine folks in. And if there is, if the audio is good, hopefully somebody could just give me a little message, letting me know if they can hear me. Welcome in, Duddy. Yeah, I got here early. I was home today. I was helping mom out, some doctors and that type of stuff, and yeah, decided why not stream early. You can hear. Excellent, Jamie. All right. Sorry for putting y'all on the spot like that, but I've been having issues with the audio the last few weeks. I just wanted to make sure it was good. But welcome in, Jamie. Thank you so much. Hey, Canada Cool Pondu. Good to see you, pal. Saw you earlier in Scar's channel. Hopefully everything's good with you. Hopefully you've had a great week. Chris Jenner, 2528. Hey, kids, kicking off the weekend with the Doc and friends. Darn right. Welcome in, Chris Jenner. Just doing some gardening. Fantastic. What you got in that garden there, Canada Cool? You got some fruits, some vegetables. Oh, and by the way, I can now, thank you so much, Canada Cool. StreamYard has finally updated, and now we can see if somebody gives jewels. So thank you so much for the jewels. Perfect opportunity to mention that. Yes, thank you so much to everyone, but in particular Canada Cool for the 440 jewels. Yep, if anybody wants to gift those, now it is possible for me to see it with StreamYard. I could feel you on that. She's doing pretty well. She's doing pretty well. You know, she's an old lady, but she's doing well despite that, right? You know, she's a tough old broad. That's how she says it. Tomatoes, cucumbers, and peppers. Yummy. Yummy, yummy. Do you like to make pickles with those cucumbers? Welcome in, Blue Hoodie. Good to see you. No problem there. Yeah, I was home today myself. I was working in the sense that I was helping out family, but yeah, had an opportunity to stream early today. So I said, let's take advantage of that, right? I was earlier, shout out to Scarletters. She's got a great channel. That's why I was watching earlier. She finished up her stream a little bit early. So I said, you know what? Let me launch mine. Let me launch mine why not? I know Rosee's going to be going live tonight at 6 p.m. She's going to be doing her members only live, and I figure somebody will be restreaming that. So this timing should work out just right. I'm kind of the intermission in between. So what do I have planned for today? I've got some Rosee content. I also have an edit from Foodie. For the Rosee stuff, I've got a video that, I mean, everybody's probably seen this in one form or another, but the video she put out the other day where she is just in full victim mode. And there's a grocery haul in there. So it's absolutely perfect for my channel. Hey, we got Blushface in. Welcome in, Blushface. Good to see you again. All right. I guess it's time for us to get started here. And hopefully you like my picture I did. I really like this one. I thought I really got Rosie's face, scared. She's in the, she's afraid because we're roasting the hog tonight. Yeah, Scarletter, she's got a great channel. There's a lot of great reactors. I don't really shout them out individually because I don't want to leave anyone out. But yeah, Scarletter is great. Nikki T is great. Quirky Moments is fun. Scrange is fun. A lot of great channels too. Busy Little Bee. She doesn't do live streams. She does videos, but I think she puts out some of the best videos on Rosee. Definitely check her out. Busy Little Bee, spelled B-I-Z-Z. And then of course, who I had the other night, Forklift Jones. Forklift Jones, I'm actually going to put their link in the chat. because Forklift Jones has a bunch of great edits, and we're going to just watch one of her edits really short just to kind of start off the night before we get into the main video. This will be a good little, like, whet our appetite. So so she's put out some recent ones here. Ooh, this one here about Life by Jen. That one is probably a little bit, we'll save that one. Let's do this one here. This one's a little more lighthearted. Oh, and I wanted to say, I didn't want to say it until I had at least a couple of days in, but I've been back on my diet for like the last 4 days. I had gained a little bit more weight. Not, I'm still fitting in my same clothes, but they got tight. My clothes got tight on me. It's time to lose the weight. But in a sense, I didn't have enough motivation to go on a diet until my clothes got tight. Like I didn't really, like now I finally have the motivation to actually go on a diet. I'm like, man, I gotta lose some weight. So that's just kind of how I am. Sometimes I gotta put a little fire under my butt, but I'm happy with myself. The last 4 or 5 days, hasn't been like a strict diet, but I've definitely been quit eating all the candy and stuff. I'd really just kind of lost my discipline with that. So respect to anybody in the chat working on your health, whatever way. Somebody who's not working on our health is our resident hog here. We got Quirky Love Rosee. So here's the first video of the night I'm going to be reacting to. I already put the link to Forklift Jones in the chat. Here is the video. Let me share the tab. 1 second here. Let me just take one more moment to catch up on the chat, and then we're going to get started. Indeed, bluish face. Welcome in, Crimson Anna Marie and Anna Marie. Hopefully I'm saying that right. Happy Friday to you. There you go. The clothes must have shrunk in the wash. That's what it was. Welcome in, Hippieista. Oh, and thank you to you, Nutty. Gifted a Docta Phil membership. Hope. Let me see. Oh, let me. I got to pull up the other window to see who it went to real quick. I want to welcome to the members, to the ranks of the members, whoever got it. So hopefully we'll be seeing you on the stream tomorrow. Crimson Anna Marie, you got the membership. Congratulations, Crimson. Tomorrow we're going to be doing a members only stream Saturday morning. We're going to be covering mostly non-Girl World content. I might do a little bit of Girl World content, but it's mostly non-Girl World content on the member streams. I talk a lot about like police cam vids. I talk a little bit about other lolcows, like other internet celebrity types other than just the usual girls. So hopefully that appeals to you. And all the members are, of course, welcome. Hey, blush face. It counts as another viewer for me either way, right? I still get the viewers. And thank you to everybody who's come in, by the way. Thank you to all the lurkers, all the chatters, anybody watching the replay. You're all very much appreciated. Oh, my dear Hippieista, my condolences and prayers. But it sounds like, she's, like you say, she's in a better place. So sorry to hear that about your aunt, but, rest in peace to Hippieista's aunt. Let me put a little prayers in the chat. Yeah, Hippieista, we always, anybody here, if you're going through anything, feel free to share. This channel here, it's okay to share what's going on. I like this to be a place where people can help each other, support each other, that kind of thing. I like to have that kind of an atmosphere. So definitely, it's not like Rosee's channel where I'm going to get upset, be like, oh, don't take away from my attention. Right? That's definitely not how it is here. So with all the introductions for today out of the way, at least for the moment, let's get started on the Rosee content. We got some Rosee content.
That live was weird, y'all.
Start here. Can you show the camera?
It's so pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You might want to slow down on the cheese.
Oh, and this is called Quirky Love Rosee, the case of the uncontrollable arm fat. That is the name here of the video from Forklift Jones. We got the clip here from White Chicks.
Maybe.
Funny movie.
Maybe.
I love her edits.
Oh, can you help me?
Welcome in, Angelic. Angelic, yeah.
Would you like tortilla chips, Levi? Yeah. So he's gonna give him 2 of the smaller ones.
That
Spray
arm
the
is
fucking
just
pan
crazy.
Before you make something like this, I didn't do it because rookie move. And if you want more rice, have some since he's taking his sweet ass time. No. Why would I give you more rice? Oh my God. I'm gonna give myself like this much more. And then the rest. Fat ass! Grady, this is all you. If you want more chips, let me know. Hand it to Lisa, you don't get on camera. Is that enough?
Yeah.
Thank you, baby. Oh, you have like 1 or 2 left. 1 or 2 portions left.
Oh, man.
Probably 2 for you.
Does Remy ever get excited about anything that Rosee makes for him? Like, he always just seems like kind of dreading it. Like, I mean, he obviously he's a man, he's an adult, he can say no if he doesn't want to eat it, but it just feels kind of like he's I always feel like there's a gun in his back off camera.
When you said you wanted that size when I was surprised, baby.
Maybe. I'm gonna try and finish it.
You got this. I
I'm
believe
gonna
in you.
try. I'm determined.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm just a dingus. I would have never, like, that was never even in the conversation. You guys, honestly, people are only asking me that because of Amber Lynn's idiocy. I don't think anyone in their right mind would do something like that. Good thing he's a responsible pet parent, doesn't take them to another state. Some doors tend to just stay open. Oop, listen, Edith. Like, yeah, no, that was never even a conversation. Only, like, that's just crazy to do. It's needless. Like, especially for the duration of the trip, the stress that puts on animals is crazy.
Rosee saying something I actually kind of agree with there in reference to when Amber brought her pets with her to go visit her girlfriend Emily. This was a few months ago, and of course we all know that Rarity escaped and has not been heard or seen since. So that's really Amber's, for all the stuff Amber does, that's probably one of the worst things she's done, because that was just completely reckless, irresponsible, selfish, just everything bad. But I wanted to point that out because Rosee says, oh, we weaponize invasions of her privacy, and Girl World is a disease, it's toxic. Everybody who's involved in Girl World is sick and exploitive. So what the heck is she doing talking about Amber? Why are you talking about Amber? Well, we know why, because Rosee wanted to be queen of Girl World.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
Wow. Okay. All right. Yeah.
No worries, Jamie.
And do double sour cream.
Tammy, I'm like, if I don't change now, I could possibly be her size.
And yeah, Remy, Rosee loves to do this where she loves to tease the story without ever actually revealing it. She keeps saying about how Remy has his dietary issues and he has issues and he has to drink Ensure, but she won't tell us what the issues actually are. Not that she has to tell us, but why does she keep talking about it if she's not going to tell us? She just wants to keep us in suspense, I guess.
That I wanted to do that when I thought of the idea and then I forgot. Shut the fuck up. You good, baby?
Yeah, no, this is just a lot.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Rosee makes huge portions, in fairness.
Do you want any crunch?
Rosie's portions that she makes are massive. Like, Remy's he's a full-grown guy, but even if he had he has a light appetite, I guess, but even if he didn't, she just makes too much food for anybody.
Really pop can
She learned that from her parents, though.
You need to go lay down, baby. Go
Yeah, I need to.
You're like carved out. I've taken like 2 bites of my food.
Was he 5 years old? You need to go lay down, baby. You're too tired. You ate too much. You need your nap.
Excuse me. This truffle hot sauce is amazing. He just walked away. He's not down, guys. He just ate a lot, so he's just tired.
Those enchiladas were nasty, too. I didn't actually see the full thing, but weren't they made with cream cheese? Yeah.
Oh, fuck. I made a mistake by stacking these.
Good catch, Blushface. I didn't even notice that. Yeah, look what she's doing with her hands.
God damn it. That's my boyfriend's problem. I keep telling him not to put these rolls on the top row. It's too heavy. it could break my dishwasher.
She is a bitch. B-I-C-T-H.
Great point. That's what she does now. Every time that she's been cooking lately, it's because, oh, I got to make it for Remy. I got to make him something to eat. Got to make food for Lee. She's always prepping food. My analogy, Rosee prepping food is like an unemployed person prepping their weed for later. Like, you got nothing else to do all day. You don't need to roll your blunts in advance. Rosee, prepping her foods just so she can have more time to eat tomorrow is absurd.
Listen to me. He's trying my mac and cheese my way.
You're gonna be loud and rowdy and think you're a bowdy bitch. Stand up.
And then when he takes a bite, and if he inevitably wants more black pepper, or black pepper period, he is welcome to add it to his bowl.
Great point. Great point, Angelic. I don't like it either that she's so quick to out his eating issues. If he wants to talk about it, let him talk about it. But he has not once brought it up. So why is she bringing it up? Like, does he watch these videos? Does he realize that she's talking about this? Because if he doesn't even know that she's talking about it, he might get upset if he finds out. But yeah, it's just. I mean, not that he should be embarrassed, but why should she even bring it up at all? There's no good reason for her to mention it. If it's his issue to discuss or not to discuss.
No, thank you.
Represent, we represent the people who smoke and get stuff done, right? I'm not trying to talk crap on weed. I use some occasionally myself. I just thought it was kind of a funny analogy. Somebody with nothing to do all day making up weed in advance for tomorrow. Right? Like, you don't got to roll blunts in advance if you got nothing to do all day.
Just waiting till I get to a certain point before I put you guys back up so you can see me fully.
Well, welcome in, Miss Nat. Good to see you.
Hey, Vicky. So let me go ahead and plug y'all in.
Oh, this must be an old video, back when she was in the car. Oh, and somebody pointed out the other day that her agoraphobia would disappear if somebody bought her a new car. And I agree with that. And she made a post the other day talking about her agoraphobia. Somebody put like a troll comment saying about how they had agoraphobia. I mean, maybe they were being serious about it, but they wrote it in a way that made me think it was a troll, where they said, hey, Rosee, do you have these symptoms of agoraphobia? And she's like, oh, yes, I have all the symptoms. But I have even more than that.
Oh, I think you're missing the H. It won't let me pin it. Man, this like, oh, all right. Hello, everybody. We are on a mission to go get some more cash. Hello, Kiara. I'm going to get cash right now because some people were in my last live were really generous and they donated money, and it's still safe enough for me to go get cash. It's just I need as much cash on me as possible. So
it's safe for her to go get cash. Was she worried about getting robbed? I think she needs is it's safe for like her stalker is going to harass her. Does she feel like she can go out in public without being harassed by the stalkers, by the quirky, creepy crew?
But
oh, good point, Blushface. She probably is not safe to drive. She certainly couldn't. I mean, a regular size car, probably not. Like maybe there's some like a big truck or something, maybe, or they have like a specialized chair they put in. But like a regular standard vehicle, I think you're right.
hey guys, 1 second. It's right up the road. All right. Let me clean my glasses so I can drive better. Let me stop.
I mean, I'm gagging it.
Oh, I missed that last clip.
Clean my glasses so I can drive better. Let me stop moving my car for a second.
I mean, I'm gagging it.
There was an easier way for me to have done that. Oh well. I'm at a stoplight. It's the only reason I'm even looking at my phone.
She is so not focusing on the road, and that is something that bothers me because it's just so unnecessary. Why can't you just wait till she gets home to stream? It's dangerous and it's unnecessary, Rosee. Don't do that.
Alright. They're closed? Alright, I tried. I'm not gonna try to chase this down. It's not safe.
It's not safe. It's not safe for her. I think you're right, Nutty.
Okay. We're going home.
I didn't see that when he told her no, but I bet that would have been good. I mean, it probably was just like, oh, well, not right now. What do you mean, not right now?
I'm gonna pull into this lot.
She treats him. I get what you're saying, like where she talks about it but it doesn't feel like she's not letting him be in control of his own condition. She's like trying to take control of it for him, like a parent, helping a child rather than an adult helping another adult who's making their own decisions. Is that what you're going with? That's what I feel.
That looked like they were open. Thank you so much for the super chat.
Oh, good point, Chris Jenner.
Okay. Yeah, there's multiple cars here. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Nat. I was not going to be the first one to say it because, I don't know, as a guy, sometimes I second guess myself, like when I question Rosee's, fashion choices, because I don't always know what's the best or the worst look. But what the hell? She doesn't have any undergarments. It just looks like a sleep shirt, like a night shirt kind of thing. Like it's just so loose, like her whole sides could spill out of the side. You know what I mean? Like her side boobs could spill out. And it's wet. You could practically see through it.
Are you able to get cash back here? No cash back? Okay. I know, I tried. Okay.
At least she was moving then. At least she was getting up and walking around.
Jerky, soda. Thank you for still being open.
Thank you.
So is there...
That's card or cash?
I have a card that I'm okay with.
Okay.
So
Yeah, you have every right to be blushed. That's that's really, it's just a horrible thing to experience, right?
Can we do any
two
amount
ways
of
about
cash
it.
back?
Very sorry to hear that.
I thought I'd ask one more time, but I saw some shit jerky. I was like, I may as well buy something. Have a little bit more.
Yeah, never. Not even when she goes out, though. Not even when she goes out.
What time are you planning on closing?
I don't know.
You don't know? Oh man.
I am come here, open store for close the electric and the cooler and the customer coming. I can't.
So
close.
everyone else is starting closing. They told me the 7-Eleven right around there was going to be open till noon.
What?
But they just closed. Like as I pulled up.
That's what she's talking about, safe. Okay, well, first of all, if she's been a Floridian for any length of time, she knows darn well that those hurricane warnings come like 12 hours in advance. Like you get a lot of time before the hurricane's actually gonna be there and hit. I'm not saying that anybody should travel when there's a hurricane warning, but you kind of have to, because you have to go to travel to get wood to board up your windows. You have to go to get supplies at the last minute. Like you have to travel a little bit, or if you have to evacuate, you have to travel. So they wouldn't issue. So they issue like a warning, but it's not a stay-at-home warning until it gets to a certain point.
Okay.
And the racetrack's closed, so they all are done. Yeah. Yes. So yeah, like the interior is closed, not just the. Yeah. So everybody's putting up paper signs. So if you want to put up paper signs, so you can do what you need to do to stay safe. That might be what you want to do. So everyone else is doing. So I wish you luck. I wish you luck. Stay safe. Hey, no cash back. I tried.
She tried, but she bought snacks.
They had beef jerky.
She bought snacks. Oh my God. She went there and of course she used it as a chance to buy snacks.
So I got some beef jerky and I did get like a Diet Dr. Pepper and a Diet Coke. Also,
Get in the goddamn car, you fat ass!
I just wanted to support the man because I walked into his business.
Look at her side. Her whole side is like, her whole side boob is spilling out. It's practically indecent.
Stuff and like, no, there's no one else in the store. Maybe he'll let me get a 20 back or something. He didn't buy.
So she bought stuff. She wanted to get cash back from him, so she bought stuff as a way to get him to give her money back, and he wouldn't do it. What a little scammer.
Excuse me.
Manipulator.
So I got some beef jerky just for some.
Maybe he should have flashed some of her side cleavage. Maybe he would have liked that.
If we're out of power for multiple days, I'll have a source of protein that won't expire.
If we're out of she needs. Oh, if we're out of power for multiple days, love a sword. Rosee, it's so important. You don't starve. We don't want you to go hungry.
Oh.
You hungry? Well, it does.
Right? She looks indecent.
I'll be looking at the chat more once I get home. I'm just trying to stay safe.
Like, let me put it like this. I remember when I was in high school, like the high school dress code. If she came to school like that, they would have made her put on another shirt. They would have sent her to the office and told her she's got to put something else on. Or they would have sent her home if she refused. Or I don't know what exactly they would have done, but they would have insisted she put on something more, to cover up a little bit. Her whole business is hanging out.
Yo, ass face! Oh, I just got cut off because that person was an idiot. All right, one moment.
Oh, I missed some good comments here. Let me go back just a little bit.
Between me and my brother, I think we are okay. It would have just been nice to have that additional bit on hand.
Greedy and I'm a grifter.
Yeah, that is a good point, Blushface. I hope that's not what's going on, but it's possible they could be like codependent, enabling each other, kind of, where she's like, "Oh, Remy, I want you to eat, so I'm making more food so you can eat," but in reality, it's so that she can feed herself more. And meanwhile, he's saying, "Oh, Rosee, well, I made some, I need to eat more, so it's okay if you cook more because it's for me." But in reality, he's giving her an excuse to make more food for herself. You know what I'm saying? So there's not any real recovery going on here. Oh, and I also want to mention there's a chance my internet could cut out. I don't know what's been going on. There's been some kind of glitch where the other day my internet just cut out of nowhere, and it happened twice in the last week. So there's a chance it could happen today. So I just want to let you know there's a small chance that could happen. Hopefully it does not. But yeah, and Angelic Yaz seems to be on the same page with me here, where it could be a codependency, right? He'd rather not cut the onions. Okay, so that's when he finally refused her. All right. Oh, good point, Blushface. She'd probably be jealous. Be like, "Oh, it's not fair. They get to be disabled. I hit them with my car and they get to be disabled? That's not fair." That's what she would say. How come they get to be disabled? How come she doesn't get to be, right? That's not right. That's what I think would happen. Okay, so let's get on to the main video for tonight. Most of you have probably seen it, but I wanted to add my own spin to it. And I just want to say that too. I think that's one of the things I really like about the Girl World community and about the Rosee reactosphere in general. And that's, I think, all of the reactors, I think we all bring our own perspective. And I really like that. It's a way, because we end up covering most of the same topics, but I think that there's still, it's still worth watching, in my opinion. Like I will watch, Scar or Nikki T or Busy Little Bee or Scrange, and then I'll do my own stream, and I'll still, watch it again and do my own stream. And I feel like each person brings something really interesting to it. Because I think that we're all different. We're all different in our own way, even though we may agree on a lot of stuff. We all bring our own perspectives, and I really like that. Oh, Cribs and Marie gifting a membership, passing it along. Angelic Ya received a gift membership. Well, wonderful to see. Thank you, Cribsid, and welcome in Angelic. Hopefully we can see you tomorrow on the member stream. Well, Chris Jenner, I'm glad I can be here to give that. Not to toot my own horn, but I do think it's good to have a variety of perspectives, and there just aren't that many. There are some, but I think there just aren't as many men in the community. So I think it's good to mix it up. Everybody has to say, right? Okay, so let's go on to this video here, which I think is pretty freaking hilarious. This one here where she's just victim in chief on this one.
Listen, today is June 25th, and the internet doesn't know something as of me filming this right now. That my boyfriend's gonna be here in 5 days. Oh my god, this is a secret I've been sitting on for months. We pretty much knew this was happening before I even left Texas, all right? I have stated over and over again in lives that, I'm not talking about our plans.
Let me fast forward just a little bit because this part is kind of irrelevant. I'm going to fast forward to the part where she talks about the quote unquote harassment because it's pretty hilarious.
There's a kind of a dramatic mood shift. A lot's happened. I'm going all out. Hope you guys enjoy these videos.
All right.
Hi,
I'm gonna
editing
put on my
Rosee
AC.
here.
I'll be right back.
I'm currently working on editing on my iPad right now, and I want to just preface this clip real quick by saying there's a kind of a dramatic mood shift. A lot's happened since then. I was recording this around 3 weeks ago. In this clip, I'm talking about some of the stuff, like if you're a newer viewer, you may not be as familiar that I deal with a lot of like harassment from a specific group of people who go in real life and all of these things.
Okay, and this group of people she's talking about, just to educate anybody who's unaware, this is what she refers to as the QCC, the Quirky Creepy Crew. This is allegedly a group of online trolls who organize through Girl World chats and Discord servers who go to where she lives to personally, quote, stalk her and harass her. Rosee has basically no evidence for any of this. There have been a couple times where people have called her directly. A couple times people have sent her messages directly, but there's not any evidence of an organized group doing it. It seems to basically be people from her own chat, her own, quote, buddy trolls doing this, as far as I can tell. So just want to put that out there before she blames the innocent members of the Girl World reaction community. And also should mention that the people she accuses of being behind this have directly told their audience, the reactors, she accuses Nikki T of being in charge of this. Nikki directly tells her audience, do not go IRL with Rosee, do not contact her, don't even go in her chat. Don't interact with her in any way because she wants to use that as ammunition to claim she's a bigger victim. And I agree with Nikki on that. That's why I say the same thing. Don't interfere with Rosee directly. Leave her alone. Let her own herself. So Rose is just making crap up here.
And so I'm going to be sharing a little bit about that in this clip and just kind of like how it was impacting me when I was trying to gear up and be excited and happy about this one here. Right, he's right there, just chilling. I think he's on his phone.
Welcome in, Bella Donna. Thank you so much for coming by. And I think it's a good point. She thinks she's so much smarter than the rest of the population. She thinks she's smarter. She thinks she's really, really smart. Like she does. She thinks she's so freaking smart. She thinks that she's the smartest person in the entire Girl World community. She thinks she's smarter than any of the reactors, any of the audience, any of the girls. I mean, I don't even think she's smarter than Amber. I don't even think she's smarter than Amber. I think she's right around like Amber or Foodie's level. I don't think she's even smarter than them. So, yeah. And this community has some very sharp people in here. A lot of sharp people in this community. Some reactors can be very, very observant as well. So she's in the wrong place if she wants to feel smart. Oh, yeah, right. We're going to see that in a minute. The missionaries. Oh, and stalkers, yes. When she says stalker, let's keep in mind, Rosee had a quote-unquote stalker. You do a lot of the quotes. I'm getting annoyed with that. But that's because she uses words that don't mean the same thing that everybody else thinks they mean. So I have to keep saying, quote, stalker. Because she doesn't mean a real stalker. She means a guy who she had sex with repeatedly. She went to visit him to have sex with him, cheating on her boyfriend with this guy. But she claimed he was a stalker because she wanted to live with her boyfriend's family. And they wouldn't allow her to live with them if she continued to see this other guy on the side. So instead of admitting to seeing this other guy and cheating on her boyfriend, she said, no, he forced her to. He was a stalker, and he forced her to visit her to have sex. A stalker is somebody Rosee has sex with, essentially. So no, none of us are stalkers. much. Now that is, I could say that without using the air quotes. Yes, I do not deny that. I am a critic of Rosee. Most of the reaction community are critical of Rosee. If she said we were critical and we were critics, I would have to agree. But we are not stalkers. You're not having sex with any of us, Rosee.
I don't even know if he knows I'm recording right now. I've decided that I want to share this stuff because this is my reality and this is stuff that I deal with all the time, and a lot of it I don't talk about. There's a lot of stuff that's happened that you still don't know about, and I never talked about this while this was happening.
Press X to doubt. She wants us to believe that there's a lot more that she doesn't even tell us about. That this barely even scratches the surface. She doesn't even tell us all the really bad things that are... Rosee is an open book. And I mean that in the worst way possible. She will tell us everything, even things we don't want to know. She's like a dirty magazine sitting open on the floor. Like, I don't want to see that.
In real time, and it's been handled. So I'm going to be not only including the clip here where I'm talking about it, but I'm going to be inserting a clip that hasn't been seen publicly of when I was actually harassed through the means of which I'm about to explain. The reason I'm sharing this is I want to show what I was really going through and like what I was trying to push through emotionally, mentally, physically, when I was dealing with all of the stress and stress responses during this period of time. And it was all of this was the same day I filmed the Amazon unboxing. I filmed that video and all of these clips the day before he arrived.
She's so brave. She's so brave. She survived that incident with those horrible stalkers. And then she recorded a video for her audience the same day. She's so brave. She cares so much about her audience. She even took a time to open up the gift. She's so brave that she even was able to open the gifts that she received. That's not easy, opening a bunch of gifts that you didn't pay for. She says she had to record herself in the moment because she wanted to record her feelings. You know why she recorded herself in the moment? Because she's a faker. Because she knows that we wouldn't believe anything she says if she didn't have proof. So what does she do? She comes up with this, what she believes is proof, but all it is proof of her own histrionics.
Hi, welcome to me. Don't know where or if this footage is getting used. Today is, what, June 29th? Yeah.
Exactly.
Lee gets here tomorrow.
Exactly.
I am excited. However, yesterday, a Reactor made a video talking about the quirky, creepy crew people. And the fallout today has been insane for me.
Welcome in, pussy. Go lightly. Hopefully you're having a great Friday. Hope we get into a great weekend. And yeah, it does look like Rev in the background. It could be any one of those little skinny simp boyfriends these narcs tend to pick up.
Me.
Oh, speaking of which, remind me later in the chat. I have a story of a simp, a guy. I forgot about this guy. I used to have a neighbor who I was friendly with. He was such a simp. His girlfriend treated him like such a loser. And like, you think Remy's got it bad. I'm going to tell you about this guy after this clip. This guy was, oh my God. And I'm not going to mention his name because that's how embarrassing I think it is.
I literally didn't even do anything.
That's another one, Rosie's. I literally didn't even do anything. She always falls back on that. I didn't even do anything. I didn't do anything to these people. I never did anything. She can't even acknowledge the possibility that maybe she might have done something. She can't even say, I'm not sure what they're so upset. It's like, I didn't even do anything. I did nothing at all. I'm so perfect. Why do they hate me? All I'm doing is existing.
Someone made a video about someone else, and I don't know if this will be public knowledge by the time these videos come out or not, but on top of the stuff I posted on X about the Quirky Creepy Crew people, and then the updates about someone, we don't know who, impersonating me to file a privacy strike. And I just didn't want it to become a thing. And so,
well, what the heck is that, too? I got to interrupt one more time. What the heck is that? Rosee, you can change the password on your email address. She wants us to believe that somebody hacked into her email and used her email to send a a privacy complaint against Zachary Michael's video, and then somebody else hacked into her email and used it to contact the Mormon church to send missionaries to her house. Why are people hacking into your email, Rosee? And if people are hacking into your email, why were you not changing the password to get them to? She's basically saying that there's a hacker in her email. I mean, a hacker is the wrong term, but we'll call it a hacker, just to be sensational. Somebody's hacked her email. Somebody's phished her email. That's probably the correct term for it. Somebody's phished her email. But why is she not doing anything to stop it? Like, why not change her email address? Like, she's going to keep this email address knowing that people have access to it. It just doesn't pass the smell test. I don't believe that story. I don't believe anybody phished her email. I think she's sending these emails herself. It's just unbelievable, like everything with this girl.
I didn't even want to talk about his video he made or anything. I wanted to ignore it this time because, like, I don't fucking like him. And I don't want to engage normally, but they did that, and I woke up to that, and around the same time, I received an email that someone sent my information to the Mormon church, which, in case you don't know my past, I'm an ex-Mormon. And that email was received, like, right before noon, and, like, right before 4 p.m., the missionaries came to my house. And I recorded the evidence and everything.
She recorded the evidence, the missionaries that came to her house. And I want to call into question Rosee's entire allegations of what she calls a strict Mormon upbringing. I made a post in my community tab. I'll paraphrase it very quickly. But she has confirmed that her father left the church when she was only 10 years old. If your father's not a Mormon, like, a strict Mormon family is led by a strict Mormon patriarch. That's just how the Mormon church is, from my understanding. Maybe I'm not a member myself, but from what I've read, they're very big on the male head of the household being the leader of the house, like the priest or the pastor is the leader of the church. The elders are the leader of the church, and God is the leader of the church as a whole. Like, they have a very patriarchal structure. So if the father is not in the church, it kind of throws everything out of whack. It doesn't really work if only the mother and the kids are in the church. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, it's very much a patriarchal religion. So if the father of the household is not, pushing the religion, if he's not, a member of the religion, then he's doing it wrong. So it just doesn't. So even if it was a Mormon household, it wasn't a strict Mormon household, not by most definitions.
Oh, fucking way.
And also, I went on to say some other stuff. So definitely, anybody who wants to, see my opinion on that, please go check out my community tab when you get the chance.
Hi. I apologize. I'm an ex-Mormon, and I'm a content creator. And someone took my email. I've been being harassed and stalked, as you can see from the sign, for about 2 years. I'm gonna be blunt. I have religious trauma. I don't want to talk to you guys. No disrespect. I get it. I was raised in the church. Can you guys, like, update them and tell you guys to not come back here, because I just got the email, like, this morning. So can you please not come back? I know you guys are just doing what you believe is right, and I get it. I mean, no disrespect. Can you please not come back? Thank you so much. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye. I have religion.
She's positively in tears. She's in tears from these guys here. She talks about her religious trauma. We're going to go into that in just a second. But first, I want to thank Hippieista. Hippieista, I saw your message. Thank you so much for your membership. 9 full months in the Docta Phil gang. What did I even call? I forgot what I called the memberships. Oh, yes, all the members. Be sure to check. I added some emotes. I finally made some emojis for you folks. Yes, so all the members, be sure to check out those emojis. Let me know if you like them. If you don't, well, I may change them up in the future. Hopefully you like them. Good question, Chris Jenner. She's not really clear. She tries to make it sound like the church just won't leave her alone. But it sounds like somebody directly sent them an email, although Crimson Anne Marie here with some tea. Apparently, Chicken Parm is the one who claimed responsibility. That's Barry McCawkener, the funniest name, the troll name in her chat, the one who gave her the Apple tablet. Yeah, and once she found out that it wasn't the QCC who sent them, she dropped her whole pretend angry thing. Yeah, I see Belladonna about it being, is that about it being Chicken Parm be doing it? So yeah. Oh, that's who filed the complaint. Okay, I misunderstood you then. Okay, so that's who Chicken Parm filed the complaint against Zachary Michael, and that's why she is so full of crap. She makes such a big deal about stuff unless she can grift on it in some way, and then she quiets down. Welcome in, Talia. Missed you coming in there. Thank you so much for the comment. And yeah, that's exactly. She loves to be as parasocial as possible with her chat. She'd call the press about herself. Oh man, we got so many great comments here. Let me try to catch up really quickly. So it's something they're not going to forget easily. Politely, but no, seriously. If you don't like them, I'm happy to switch them up at some point. But if you have when I get some more slots open up, I'll put in some. I'll give a chance to vote for some new ones. I think so too, Crimson Anna Marie. I don't know what Chicken Parm's end game is, but I'm interested to see it.
Just trauma, and that's what's like, what I just want to say about that is the point is psychological torment. That's the point.
Psychological torment?
The point is to
torture.
Me. The point is to hurt me. I don't really want to dig deeper into all the drama and bullshit, but
it's torture.
I just got out of the shower and blew dry my hair. And
I don't believe that. I don't believe you just got out of the shower. She means that she just got out of the pool. We've already gone over this, but that's how Rosee, quote, showers. She walks into the pool neck deep, uses a makeup cloth on her face, and puts some dry shampoo in her hair, then walks back out and air dries. And that's why the pool has been unusable for a week, because apparently she and Remy got something in the pool. That's the only logical explanation.
My brother's going to be home soon with a grocery order. I want to film.
Oh, got another membership renewal here. Canada Cool Pondu, 11 full months of membership and tier 2 membership, by the way. Let me thank you, Edition, for tier 2 membership. Doctor's Associate, Canada Cool, 11 full months. Thank you so much.
I want to film and be like excited. I want to film a grocery haul. And then I need to also film the unboxing, and I need to film the unboxing and edit out the presents I got for my boyfriend. And that video is going to go up before the grocery haul and before any of this, because I don't know how any of this is going to go.
Why even record this? Let me just point this out. This is just trauma. This is just drama farming. This is just whining and being a victim. Like, this is not content. Not in my opinion. I cannot imagine who tunes into her channel to see this except for trolls or reactors. Like, that's why I'm interested in this. If I was somebody who actually was in Rosee's quirky crew, why would I want to see this? Like, what? Just hearing her whine and complain and talk about how tough it was to make the video and how I couldn't do it. It's
trying to navigate all of this while being stalked like this is just
stalked.
Exhausting. Just exhausted. It's crazy. I was literally updating my evidence channel about because I realized
I was literally updating, and she didn't even bother to blur their faces out. Like, I'm sure these guys this is probably a picture that's publicly available, but still,
A few hours have passed, and I was like, oh yeah, I need to document the Mormon thing.
She needs to document it. Of course she needs to document it. She couldn't just tell people. She didn't just keep it to herself, right? And not feed the trolls. Why? She feeds the trolls every chance she gets. She loves the attention, which is part of why I will say, don't give her that attention. Please, don't go IRL with Rosee. Even if you think it's funny, it's not worth it because she's just gonna use it for more victim points. She turns everything into more of her own victimization. And Remy is in the background here. We saw that earlier in the vid from the earlier angle. You could see that he's in the background here. See? And she's doing this dramatic reading of stuff with him sitting right back there.
Mormon thing.
Oh, and if she really wanted to get away from this Mormonism stuff, she could leave the church entirely. There's ways to do that. But Nick, and shout out Nikki T for being the first one I heard say this. She thinks the reason Rosee doesn't really want to leave the church is because she wants to hit up that Mormon food bank again. And I can see that.
I've successfully avoided the local wards getting my personal information because I'm not excommunicated. The process of excommunication is like really obnoxious and I don't want to go through it. I don't want to talk to them. I don't want to deal with
You're not important enough to excommunicate.
all that. So I just am technically inactive. That's what most people do. Honestly, I don't want to go through the process. I don't like it's ritualistic and weird and they won't just like remove you. Like you have to go
Ritualistic and weird. That's right up your alley, Rosee. That sounds like something you would love.
through a whole thing and I'm not doing it. But because they did this, they now have my information. I did explain the situation as succinctly as I could and just asked them to not come back. And they were very like kind and understanding and I was very polite to them because it's not their fault. But I've done that before and I know they're going to come back because that's what they do when they swap out missionaries. They don't, once they have your information, they just like check, they just bother you. I've lived here for years and they never had my address. I'm trying really hard to rally.
They didn't know till now, but now they're going to come back again and they're going to knock on her door again and she's going to have to ask them to leave again. It's very traumatic. And just to point out, Rosee's religious trauma, she always talks about her religious trauma. I could be mistaken, but if I remember correctly, the one time she elaborated it at length, it boiled down to the church counselor. She was like depressed or she was very heavy. So her parents, I'm not sure exactly why, but for some reason her parents had her talk to the church counselor. And he asked her if she was sexually active, and she said that was very traumatizing for her. Probably because she had to admit the answer was no. But regardless of that's it. And maybe it was, maybe the guy was inappropriate in the way he said it. Maybe he was very aggressive, but he was speaking to her as a counselor. So, maybe it was unpleasant. But as far as religious trauma goes, that's definitely some of the weaker religious trauma that I've heard. Not that it's a competition. Not that, you have to. Not I'm trying to say, who's got it worse or anything. But that's pretty darn mild. And that's what she's to this day is still crying about 30 years later because her counselor asked her one time if she was sexually active.
My friend deserves the best birthday he's ever had. And I'm gonna make it happen, come hell or high water. And I'm gonna push through feeling this sick. I've been nauseous all day. I've taken my anti-anxiety meds and my nausea medications, and they're not helping because the symptoms are so bad. I'm disabled, dude.
She's taking her medications, but they're not helping because this is all because those two young men knocked on her door. And you know what they probably said to her? Oh, geez, we're sorry about that. And she probably said, oh, I've got a lot of trauma. And they probably said, well, the Book of Mormon has some really excellent verses dealing with trauma. Would you like, maybe we could share some with you over a cup of coffee? No, they probably just said, we're sorry, lady, we'll go.
I don't deserve this. That TikTok that I made that went viral that got over like 1 million views? The audio is talking about fake it till you make it with confidence. I'm really gonna have to put that to the test today because I'm gonna have to put on a brave face for that unboxing.
She's got to be brave to open those gifts that people sent to her because the Mormons visited. Look at that face. She's so determined. I should screen cap that face.
Put that to the test today because I'm gonna have to put on a brave face for that unboxing.
This might be worth screen capping. Hold on. I'm going to screen cap this just to have it.
And I really wanted to make a vlog where I made my boyfriend, one of his favorite cakes is carrot cake. So I want to make him a carrot cake. And I need to make the cake today, and I would like to do the crumb coat today if possible. And then put it up and like finish decorating it either tomorrow or on his birthday.
That's another thing. She knew hours in advance that they were coming. Did she even try to cancel the appointment? Did she even try to cancel it?
I'm very excited.
Instead, she got her camera out.
I ordered his birthday present like on the 23rd, and I think it might not be coming till the 3rd, and I'm pissed. I got him like his main present. I did get him some extra things, so he'll have some things to open that I know he'll be really happy about. But I'm just bummed. I really
Maybe he was one of the guys in the BBW chat rooms that she was talking with.
I'm gonna try to find the energy to wrap his gifts before he gets here tonight.
Exactly, Angelic. Exactly. I could understand if she, if she felt it was inappropriate or maybe she was unhappy. I mean, I'm sympathetic to people in general, right? I'm not a hard ass when it comes to that kind of thing. But to call that, extensive trauma. I mean, if there's more she's not telling us, that's possible. I don't want to claim something that I don't know. Maybe there's more, but that's what she said was her trauma, basically. Because I didn't hear anything other than that.
I'm probably not going to be sleeping because of the excitement, and he has a really early flight. I'm going to lay here for a minute and just like...
Colleague with a K, thank you so much. $10 super chat from Colleague with a K. She is just a piece, making her, quote, boyfriend's birthday all about her. What she bought him, what she made him, her religious trauma. The pursing out of the lips when she's crying is too much. 100% Colleen with a K. And thank you so much for the super chat and the wonderful comment. Good to see you today. And welcome in to everybody who's come in, by the way. I know I've missed some really great comments. We got a lot of great comments today, which is fantastic, but I have missed a few. So my apologies. Be sure, if you would like me to see a comment, at me in the comment, and I will hopefully see it. Yes, indeed, Nutty. Thank you so much. I agree, too. She absolutely, when she heard about it, she got her camera ready.
Breathe, and then,
This video's wild.
fake it till I make it.
Fake it till you make it. She's great at faking it. She's pretty bad at making it, unless you mean, making a mess of everything. Making yourself the center of attention. She's good at making that. The stare off camera. Fake it till I make it. She's so dramatic. She should have been an actress. I mean, not that she'd be good at it, and not that she could even go on set or anything, but I mean, she's so dramatic. That's her. She missed her calling. And this video here, I think this might be the highest I've ever seen this girl. I've seen her pretty high sometimes. This video here, she is really loaded. Like, I'm going to let you decide for yourselves what you think she's on, but she is on another planet in this video. This is the same day there she had the, quote, religious trauma from the Mormons. So she probably took a handful of Ativan and whatever other pills she had laying around as a way to cope. And this is sped up. I'm going to put it at regular speed just so you can hear how slow she's talking.
Hi, welcome to me. Today we have a pretty big Walmart haul.
Oh, Nutty, thank you so much. So everybody, with all the generous gifts and super chats, thank you for the super chat. Or excuse me, thank you for the gift subscription, Nutty. And it has gone to Pussy Go Lightly. Received a gift membership. Well, that is fantastic. Pussy Go Lightly. More than happy to have you come by to the member stream tomorrow. We're going to be doing the member stream. All of the channel members are, of course, welcome to come by. We usually cover non-Girl World topics, maybe a little bit of Girl World, mostly police cam and other lolcows internet celebrity types. Hopefully you enjoy it. I try to go a little bit more, just a little bit more like a grab bag type of stuff. I like to test out new subjects as well. Like I've got like a new character I want to bring on for the show, and regularly I'll test them out on the membership. You folks kind of get a preview of what's going to be coming up in the future episodes. You can say that as well. Yeah, but she looks absolutely stoned in this video. And I'm not a teetotaler. I'm not somebody who like has a problem with people using smoking or having a drink. I do oppose drug misuse. I do oppose addiction. I oppose, alcoholism and drunkenness. I'm against that. I'm against gambling addiction. I'm against sex addiction. I'm against any kind of addiction. But I don't have an issue with people, using medication as if needed, that kind of thing. But this here, she seems loaded. She seems just really loaded. And she's not under the supervision of a doctor. So it's not like she got, it's not like a doctor prescribed her this medication.
I have big plans for my boyfriend's birthday in 2 days. And so I got stuff for that. I got stuff for him while he's here. Just some general groceries and general like birthday supplies. I'm excited to show you guys what's going on. I apologize for my general demeanor. Today is June 29th, and you guys won't see this for a while, but a lot is happening offline in my life right now, obviously, but also other stuff that I'm not talking.
Blush face. I don't want to be harsh, but you gotta do something about that. You gotta make the changes. It's gonna destroy you if you keep eating that tofu. just kidding, of course.
Talking about here either, as well as online. And I don't want to focus on that in this moment. So, but I am kind of struggling with my physical symptoms, and I can't help it. So it's either, not do this and ruin the plans I've had for months, or push through. So I'm doing the latter. I am excited because I have like a whole menu planned for my boyfriend's birthday, and
and she keeps scratching at herself on here, which makes me think that she might be abusing some type of pain pill, some type of opioid. Those are very dangerous. Don't mess with those. I've had some people in my life who've had addiction issues with those, and it's absolutely terrible seeing what it did to them. Really ruined their lives in some ways. And I wouldn't wish that on anybody. I wouldn't even wish that on Roz. So I hope that's not the case here. I hope she's not abusing medication in general. And I hope that she especially is not abusing pain pills. In the state of Florida, there used to be a serious problem with overprescription of pain pills. They were giving them out like candy. There would be these pain pill clinics. They would give you like 360 OxyContin a month, that kind of stuff. Like, it was crazy what they would give out. And we had so many people so terribly addicted. And so I've seen what it looks like when somebody is under the influence of that stuff. And they look kind of like Rosee looks right here. Not that I'm going to make a big deal about it, because I don't think she usually looks like this, but I hope I'm wrong. I hope she's just, suffering from lack of sleep or something like that.
And I got him some of his favorite things. So let's get into it. I see right here, this is what I'm planning for breakfast for.
Look at Annalisa. I hope not.
That sucks. But these are really, really delicious. And they're just like pre-made cinnamon rolls from Walmart. These specific ones are really good. They're normally really pretty, but I don't know if this was Walmart or my brother, to be honest. But he did me such a big favor, so it's not that big of a deal. They'll still taste good, even if they're not that pretty. Since the other
interesting theory, Colleen. I didn't even consider that.
Dinner's gonna be very involved. I'm making entree and I'm making ribeye steak as an entree, and then I'm making 3 sides. I think this is breakfast for his birthday. Here. So my boyfriend and I have very different health needs. I'm not going into detail on that, but Walmart was actually having a deal with their Walmart Cash where if you got 2 of these, you got basically the cost of one of them back in Walmart Cash.
Now, I just think it's really odd that she's talking about how Remy drinks Ensure. I mean, I mentioned this earlier, but for anybody who's just come in, I'll repeat it. That's not her business to share. If he wants to talk about his dietary issues or his digestive issues, whatever they are, he should be the one to talk about it. If he's said to her, I don't care if you talk about it, then I guess that's all right, but it just doesn't feel like that's the case. It just feels like she's sharing this without really clearing it with him.
To use on groceries later on. So it's kind of like a BOGO, but kind of not, because you still have to spend the money.
Oh, and I'll just share my opinion also. I like to talk about health. Protein shakes, protein drinks. I'm a big fan of protein drinks. I think they're a better choice than protein bars. I think they're easier to digest. They don't have as many of those sugar alcohols in them. They also usually have less carbs. So they're less calories, so they're a better choice for weight loss. I'm not so sure about the Ensure drinks. From my understanding, Ensure tends to have extra calories because they're for people. They're a meal replacement drink, so they're going to have more calories rather than a protein supplement drink, which is going to be lower in calories and something that you would drink along with your meal. So that's just wanted to mention that there. So as a meal replacement drink, I think these are a pretty decent choice. I don't think they're better than food, but if you're gonna, if you're on the run, it's better to have one of these than to eat McDonald's.
Right? It's kind of like a rebate, I guess. These are his favorite Ensures. They've really been helping him in his health goals. Oh no, I don't like coffee. These are caffeinated. Cool. Yeah, I don't know. I would never drink. This is too milky this is not for me. Oh, but I did get him 2 of these, and I wanted him to try a different one that he hasn't had yet. And these are cheaper. So these are just regular nutrition shakes. They're lower in protein.
Yeah, this is exactly what Elise's talking about here. The regular Ensure drinks are calorie supplements. So they're good if somebody is struggling to maintain their body weight, or maybe they're trying to gain a little body weight. It's a good choice to have that. But these ones here, but you definitely want to go with the protein enriched ones, assuming that you don't already have enough protein in your diet. If you're already getting enough protein from other sources, like you're eating eggs and stuff, but you're just trying to get some extra calories, then have the regular Ensure. But if you're trying to get if you're not getting enough protein from other sources, you want to get the protein enriched one.
These are just regular nutrition shakes. They're lower in protein.
That's actually the one I give to my mother, Elizu. She doesn't get enough protein in her diet, so I give her one of those most days because it's just too much work. She doesn't like the one, like she doesn't like making her a drink is a hassle. I just leave them. She's too old to make her own drink without making a mess. So she takes the premix ones.
I did get him. That's his Mountain Dew. I got a restock of the cream Dr. Pepper and all that, and a Diet Cherry Coke. Because I don't even know if I've actually tried that before. I don't remember. I think I got like 6 of these as well. The Fuji Apple. Guys, I think they might have gotten rid of my Skittles fizzy waters. Like, I don't know.
I don't hate the fizzy water as much as I want to dunk on Roz. I think that one of the few things she does dietarily that I think is a good choice is the sparkling water. I think she uses too many artificial flavorings, but sparkling water in general is a good choice. I actually drink a lot of it myself, and it's one of the few things I agree with.
If it's permanent or temporary. So I'm going to hold off on reacting because I'm going to be pretty upset. Pretty upset. Oh, yeah, these are just for me. They're a couple boxes of off-brand Hot Pockets. In fact, I might eat some of this tonight because I want no dishes. I have a lot to do in the kitchen today. I already defrosted the carrots, but I need to like make a carrot cake and shit. So,
and I missed whose comment it was earlier, but somebody made a great comment about how she's talking about how she wants his birthday to be special. She wants it to be the best ever, and the entirety of her plans is just making a bunch of food. She's not taking him anywhere. She's not getting him a nice gift. She's not, making him something that he really likes. She's not gonna do an activity with him that he really enjoys. She's not gonna, like for example, Remy's a gamer. If she really wanted to give him a nice birthday, maybe take him to an arcade, right? Like a place that has those vintage arcade games. He would love that. He loves those vintage games. Take him to a vintage arcade where he could play pinball. That would make his day. But no, she's just going to make him food. Why? Because that's what she wants. She likes to eat. She doesn't like to play games. So even though he likes games, he's going to have to eat all day because this is making his birthday special. Exactly, right? All about her. All about her, Lisa. Exactly. His birthday is... And even earlier when she was talking about how, the Mormons ruined my chance to make his birthday special. Seafood pie, you were not at all too late. I actually started it early today. So you are right on time as far as I'm concerned. Thank you for coming by. Hopefully you're having a great Friday. And welcome to everybody who's here. If I missed anybody coming in, welcome to all the chatters, all the lurkers, anybody watching the replays. That's everything. She makes everything about food. It's like an alcoholic who uses everything as an excuse to drink, right? Or like a smoker. No matter what's going on, I need a cigarette.
That's gonna go in there, and then and then they put it. That's weird. I don't know why they did that, but I had to contribute to the chicken nugget budget, so we got it.
I don't hate chicken nuggets in general, as long as they're the ones that aren't made with a lot of hormones and preservatives. Like there's better quality ones. I think chicken nuggets are okay, but don't eat a whole bag. Don't make them don't make them an everyday thing. But the Hot Pockets that she got, those Hot Pockets, you know why she uses the Hot Pockets? Because when she's cooking dinner, she needs to have a snack to let her calm down so she can make the meal. She can't cook a meal if she's hungry. Like she has to stop and eat so that she can cook. So she uses the Hot Pockets as a way to eat something while she's cooking, which is absolutely insane. It's like an alcoholic who has to have, who wants some whiskey, but they got to go to the store to get it. So they're going to have a beer to settle their nerves first.
A bag of nugs. Throw that son bitch in there. Oh, and we got bacon. And I ordered, so this is the second time they've given me this kind of Italian sausage when I ordered the cheaper kind that I like, the ground one in the black package. So I don't know if it's just they're constantly out or what, but it was the only substitution of everything I ordered.
So she got a tube of sausage.
And we got bacon.
Bacon?
And I ordered, so this is the
and a tube of sausage. That is just sausage is like 80% fat. I pointed out the other day that Rosee is basically a hot dog. That her body is like 80% fat by weight. And like so are hot dogs. So you are what you eat, Rosee. Sausage is like 85% fat by weight.
They've given me...
Depends on the brand, of course, but pork sausage is like 80% fat by weight or 70%, something like that. It's crazy.
This kind of Italian sausage when I ordered the cheaper kind that I like, the ground one in the black package. So
welcome in, Lazy. Lazy Text Kid. Hopefully you're having a wonderful Friday. Good to see you.
They're constantly out or what? But it was the only substitution.
Welcome in, Rebecca. Rebecca Tracy 9060. Good day to you. Hopefully you're having a wonderful. Is it Saturday yet? Down under where you are? Either way, hopefully you're having a great weekend.
And then for his birthday, I splurged and I did get 2 of my favorite kinds of ribeye. Oh, good. One of these is a lot cheaper because it's smaller. Cool.
She splurged and got the ribeyes. She eats steaks constantly off camera. In my opinion, she used to eat them on camera, but she was tired of people giving her crap saying, oh, you have no money for a doctor. How could you eat steak all the time? So I'm sure that she's eating the steaks, but she's acting like, oh, I splurged and got him for the special. She used to eat steak 5 nights a week. It's not a splurge. She's eating steak. She's still eating steak regularly. I'm sure of it. Just wants to pretend like, oh, I don't have enough money, so it's a splurge to get him, but they're worth it for his birthday. You used to eat just that much steak every single night, Rosee. It's not a splurge when you do it every day.
Good. Okay, because it was going to charge me like $32, I think, but this in total is like cool. Okay. So we got
Oh,
See
you're
what
in.
I'm
We got a Kiwi here. You're in New Zealand. Is that we? I want to be correct. Is that you say call you a Kiwi? Welcome in Seafood Pie again, and that's awesome. Would Remy? Would you be welcoming to Remy and Rosee? I know that that's where they want to go to vacation. You got room for them down there? Is it office chair accessible?
This is he doesn't know this yet. I can't wait for him to find out. This is a huge splurge. I'm very excited. I'm going all out for his birthday. And then I got some cafe mochas. Again, like I told you guys earlier, these are just the second ones. He's gonna be here for like a while. I don't even know if that's enough insurance for like his whole visit, but it was just to start. Ever since he's implemented insurance, it's really helping him.
Big Mac protein bar enriched with bacon. Seriously. She is such a Rosee has done so much experience in the kitchen, so much experience cooking, but yet she's really not very good at it.
A lot with his health goals.
His health goals. What Remy's health goals? If Remy's health goals are to gain healthy weight, he's not going to do it with sausage and bacon. Like, yes, some extra fat is one thing, but you're just fattening the guy up. He's just going to get pudgy. You know what I mean? Like, he's just going to get a pot belly. He's not going to get stronger and like, you know, healthier.
He really wanted to try the carbonara when
What the hell is
that? So I'm gonna make like cheesy
Jarella.
creamy bulldog for us.
Good to see you, Jarella. Glad you can make it by. Hope you're having a wonderful, wonderful Friday. And what the heck is this? Bulldog spicy ramen carbonara. Okay, I thought maybe Remy had some bowel issues. That's why he was drinking the Ensure. But if he's eating this, he does not have bowel issues. Or maybe not yet, he doesn't.
For lunch that day. It's easier. It's easy and it's not a big deal. And he specifically requested this for while he was here. So I got a multi-pack. So I might set, either he'll eat it while he's here. Maybe I'll send him back with one or two to take home. We'll see. But I got more bulldog for that purpose. I got another thing of panko breadcrumbs because
it does sound like a great place to visit, but exactly for like somebody who enjoys the outdoors, somebody who enjoys nature, right?
While he's here, I do want to make the salmon teriyaki burgers that he also was one of the things he requested for me to make while he's here. But I already have the edamame and salmon and like everything else. So pick up some panko breadcrumbs.
I'm not even gonna read that, but I'll laugh at it. Whoops, hit the wrong button. Get reloaded over here.
I got a few different things. So I got this decorating icing for the cake. So I wanted to just try it out. I got also writing icing, like different colors, just because I'm thinking.
And look at all the icing she got here. Like this is all just for one cake. I mean, to be fair, it might be a big cake, but she says this cake is for Remy. How much of this cake is he really going to eat? She's making a giant cake for herself, is what she's doing. And I got to get another seltzer. I'll be right back.
Assuming it doesn't suck ass. And then I got these really pretty.
You know, I'm going to pause it for a second. I'm only going to be 1 second here. I'll be right back. 1 second. 2 seconds, excuse me. All right, only took a moment. So she got these sugars. I actually like the look of this sugar. I'll admit it. I think this sugar looks cool. I'm not sure how much it cost, but those colors are really cool and it's edible. And I remember when I was a kid, I remember there would be these silver balls that you would put on cakes and stuff and cookies. And I remember getting those and eating them. And then after I ate a whole bunch of them, I found out you're not supposed to eat them. When I was a little kid, I didn't know. You just swallowed them, right? That reminds me, I got to tell that story about, I said how Remy's the biggest simp. The biggest simp was this guy I knew, this neighbor of mine. He was a nice guy, but he had a girlfriend and she bossed him around constantly. He was also really skinny. She wasn't like big. She wasn't like super big or fat or anything. She actually was kind of cute, but he was really skinny and she would boss him around. Let me tell you how bad it got. They lived in a 1-bedroom apartment that he mostly paid for. She moved her brother in. So her brother lived in the living room, slept on the couch, and basically stayed there full time, never paid any rent. And he started bossing the guy around too. Whenever I would talk to him, he would say, "Oh, she's such she." I say, "What do you like about this girl? What's so great?" "Oh, she's made my life so much better. Everything is so much better since I started dating her. Everything is so good." It gets worse. So when she got home, she would be in the bedroom with the pet dog. The brother would be out in the living room. He would be outside smoking cigarettes all day. They basically moved him out of his own apartment. Okay, gets better. They both worked, so she worked. He didn't just support her totally. He had bought a car, or he was paying off a car. She took the car to work, and he had to go take the bus. He took the car to work, and she took the car to work that he paid for, and he had to go take the bus. So, what is the point of this story? I'm not gonna that there are just some guys out there who I don't know. I can't understand it, but there are just some guys like that. Some guys are just born to simp. So maybe Remy's one of them. But yeah, that was my neighbor. He was like that.
Like purpley blue.
Good guy though.
Sugar
felt bad
sprinkles. Because I've been very vocal about my hatred of sprinkles, but it's not my cake. I have a vision of what I could do that would make his cake look good, and I feel like this would look really good. Because I'm gonna write like happy birthday and stuff on it. This is a fuck ton of cheese. While he's here, I'm gonna be making macaroni and cheese at some point. So I got different block cheeses. I also want to make lasagna soup while he's here. So I got a little more mozzarella.
Welcome in, Neat1OK. Hopefully you're having a great evening. That's a new name I don't recognize before. If you're new here, glad to have you. And if you've come here before, my apologies for not remembering you. But welcome in to anybody who has come by tonight. Thank you so much. Very much appreciate all you fine folks. Right? Like he was getting simped. I mean, she was cute, but she wasn't that beautiful. Right? Like seriously, like that guy was getting straight simped out. Like that was too much, right? He was such a nice guy. He just was like too nice for his own good.
Like already shredded, and I got 2 Parmesan. Also, at some point, I will want to make pizzas, and obviously, like a lot of this stuff, I'm also including my brother in. We got sharp cheddar, and it looks like I got Colby and Monterey Jack. I don't know what the difference is, and just Colby Jack, but whatever. It's already here. I got this black writing icing in case I needed it. Also, like whatever I don't use, I'll try to use for other things in the future. I thought this would just be interesting to try, and I needed to cut some corners because I'm going to be making a homemade cream cheese icing, as well as
I bet she'd eat up all the widgety grubs though. She wouldn't leave any for anyone else. I wonder if Foodie could handle like real Outback Tucker. She'd probably like pretend she didn't like it, but then whenever nobody was looking, she'd eat all of it and steal it all, leave none for anybody else.
Completely from scratch carrot cake. I got him candles for the spring 26. So I just gotta put the 26 and like happy birthday, or maybe write something on it. I don't know. I'm not very well practiced, but
see now those candles, if she reversed them and got a 0, she could do it for her recent weight goals. Put it at 620.
I thought that these were already supposed to be filled. That's like really annoying.
Oh, this is funny.
And then
she bought these balloons and thought they were gonna come pre-filled. Rosee, you seriously thought they were going to pre-fill and bring an entire bunch of balloons to you? I mean, maybe they do offer that somewhere, but they're not going to do it for no additional charge.
Filled. That's like really annoying, actually. And then I got a happy birthday banner.
Well, this really is going to be the best birthday ever. I'm sure he's never had a birthday where somebody got a banner for him, or candles. That's not something that's commonly done. Rosee really went over and above for this guy. Like this is something that, we don't normally do for birthdays in America. We don't normally like get candles and banners. Like that's just unheard of. This is a basic bitch birthday. And I don't mean that like to be rude. Like it's perfectly fine. I don't think like you necessarily need to do more than this, but for her to say that this is going to be the greatest birthday ever and she's doing so much, it's like you just bought some decorations from the store and got them delivered. That's perfectly fine, but that's not exactly best birthday ever material.
I don't remember if this was the backup or the one that I picked. I'd have to look, but it's just gonna say happy birthday, so I'm gonna put it up somewhere. And then I'm gonna figure that out probably over the table over there. And then I got more toothbrushes for while he was here.
Good question, Canada Cool. Does that with everybody in the chat? Feel free to put in a guess. I can make a poll, but I think everybody. I just want to hear everybody's guesses, and I'm not going to shame anybody if you put a number I don't agree with. And that goes for everybody in the chat. Please don't shame anybody if they put a number that seems maybe low or high. Not everybody's good at estimating weight, right? Like so, we are. Everybody is feel free to make a guess. And I like how she said she got extra toothbrushes for him, so he could have something to scrub the grout in the tile with. You know, when he's in the bathroom cleaning the shower for her, he can use these to do the deep cleaning. So she got him some extra cleaning brushes. Very nice of her.
He forgot to buy some, so I told him I would make sure he had some. And then the extras just for whatever.
Just for whatever, for the cleaning that Levi and him can do together.
We might need them for.
And just to remind everybody, this is sped up. She's talking so slow and so high today. I had to speed it up just to get her at normal speed.
And, I got 3 things of tomato paste for the pantry. I got a loaf of Texas toast. Just for him to have bread, for us to have bread if we want bread for something. He really loves Texas toast, as do I. Actually, I think I'm the one that turned him on to it when I was visiting. So, I got a loaf there. And then also, for the lunch,
she just, that banner barely fit around her. She couldn't even get the banner around her waist.
Yeah, we might share one and have one another time, because I don't think we both need our own container of this. But I want him to try the tteokbokki.
Exactly.
And I've never had the bulldog tteokbokki. I love rice cakes. I love.
That's cool. And to be fair, I think Publix does fill it too, but I don't think they deliver the filled balloons. Right? That's the issue. She got them delivered, so I guess they don't fill them up if they're going to deliver them, but they will fill them up in store. I don't think there's like a significant extra charge. I think maybe they charge like $1 or $2. I haven't done it in forever, but I'm not aware of them delivering them.
Tteokbokki so much, like I'm really motherfucker. I'm really excited to try this. So that was also for his birthday. And then I recently made that strawberry lemonade, and I actually didn't tell you guys this, but I saved that in the mason jar and I didn't drink it because
Welcome in, Sarah C. Princess. Missed you coming in there. And I think most of you are dead on with this weight. Respect Seafood Pie. It's not always easy to guess weight. You know, we've all been doing this for a while now with Foodie and Glitter and Amber. So we've got a little bit of experience. 600-pound life episodes, right? We've been watching all that. So yeah, I agree with you folks. I think that, yes, and she's put on at least 100 pounds since she was at her, quote, healthy weight, 2 years ago now?
To have him try it, and then I think I'm going to make more for both him and my brother. We have more to ride.
How much of that lemonade do you think her brother and him actually got? Making it for him and her brother. She uses her brother, you know, her brother and Levi is just like food, Salah. So Foodie would say, oh, Salah, I'm getting some sweets for Salah. Salah loves his chocolate bars. I have to have chocolate for Salah. Oh, that's just for Salah. That's for everything was for Salah. It's like when same thing here. Oh, that's for Levi. That's for Remy. That's not for me.
There are strawberries, and I think I might have bought more too, because I like to keep frozen strawberries on deck. And then for dinner, one of the sides, instead of I asked him what kind of rolls he likes the most or would want the most, and he said Texas Roadhouse. And instead of coordinating with my brother or door dashing an order of rolls or something, I just bought these at Walmart. They're not exactly the same, but I'm curious. I've never tried them.
I've never had those frozen ones. I can't speak for them, and I haven't been to Texas Roadhouse in forever. But when I was there, I do remember the rolls being pretty darn good. They were just basic yeast rolls. They were very airy, and they were kind of sweet. They were good though. I remember them being really good.
So I'm gonna throw these in the fridge right now. But these are going to be the bread side for the steak and everything else. And my brother will love these too, I'm sure. I ordered a bag of strawberries. They were like a few cents cheaper to get them whole, and I blend them anyway after they've been boiled to hell to make the strawberry puree for the. Honestly, the strawberry lemonade that I made recently in the members only live was very reminiscent of the Wendy's one, and I think that's because they do blend the fruit. It's not just a pure syrup, you know. I'm gonna be cooking a lot while he's here. because I've been telling him, I'm like, this time you're on my home turf. It took me like a week to like warm up to his place and like be comfortable in the kitchen and like cooking and stuff. And also there was just like a lot going on in terms of like my energy and stuff, and just being the one who had to travel and everything. So this time, excuse me. So this time
we got the rare Alizu approval on the food.
Plants. And I'm gonna get a lot of it ahead of time. There's not a lot of produce in this haul because I'm very excited for us to go to the produce shop together. I did get a few things though, like the potatoes and there's a couple of, like at least one or two other things. I'm
not sure if that's sweet or if that's funny, but I like the story. But I think balloons are a nice gift, right? Like they're not too expensive, but there's something that you can't really get in advance. So they're a sign that, you know, like they take a little bit of effort because you got to buy them on the spot. You got to carry them over while they're inflated. I think balloons are a nice little gift, right? It was a dusty old balloon. All right. Well, for dusty old ex-boyfriend.
Looks like they did get me the ground turkey this time, the cheap one. So I'm just gonna throw that in the freezer. I just saw it. It's $1.98. So I wanted to try it because I didn't mind the butterball one, to be honest. More apple waters. So this is a bunch of tomato sauces because I want to make lasagna soup and other things. And we're just getting low on tomato sauce. So I bought 4, it looks like, of these big ass cans. So I will put the pastes in here as well. We got some green onions. For the twice baked potatoes, my boyfriend really likes green onions on stuff too. So this would be good to have in the house. And then I got a big ass thing of green beans for all of us. There might not be much left over because, like, this shit's fire.
And I want to just comment also, twice baked potatoes. I like twice baked potatoes. I mean, it depends how you make them. I don't like them with like a lot of sour cream in them, but I like the idea of it. But everything Rosee makes is so darn fattening. Like everything is super greasy and caloric. Like this feels like a meal from like the 50s or the 60s. Like I've seen some of those old recipe books and like the restaurants from back then, and they used to serve very heavy caloric stuff because the portions were smaller and maybe people weren't as fat back then, so they weren't as health conscious because they didn't need to be because they whatever reason. But everything she serves is greasy. Like just as a chef and as somebody who eats, I don't like everything to be greasy and heavy. I do like some food to be a little bit greasy, but if like we're eating a ribeye steak, which is greasy, on the side, I would like just some plain vegetables, something that's not greasy, some dry bread. If you're going to have garlic bread and a string bean casserole and twice baked potatoes and ribeye steaks with butter on, it's like every single thing is just all grease and salt. It's just, her palate is just so screwed up that it's so desensitized. It takes these intense flavors just for her to feel anything.
My green beans are peak. I got this bag of potato rolls for the teriyaki salmon burgers. Also, my brother doesn't like steak, so I will be defrosting some ground beef for him and frying him up some hamburgers to go with the meal that I'm making on my boyfriend's birthday. So he can have something nice that he really enjoys, that he doesn't get a ton. Like I don't make homemade hamburgers super often, so potato rolls.
Good
are just
question,
the best.
Seafood. Rosee desperately wants to be on disability. She claims to be disabled, but she does not have any formal diagnosis of disability, and she is not disabled through any kind of government program. So she does not receive any government funds, as I'm aware. I do believe she gets food stamps, and she is eligible, even though she refuses to get it, she's eligible for taxpayer-subsidized insurance in the state of Florida. If she's making over a certain threshold of income, she will have to pay a little bit more, but she claims she's so broke. If she's as broke as she claims, she is eligible for some very inexpensive insurance. She chooses to not even apply. For whatever reason, that's debatable, but I just wanted to point that out because not everybody's aware of that, because she talks about how she didn't qualify for Medicaid, and because Florida won't allow her to get Medicaid, she can't Florida won't let her see a doctor. Even if she has no insurance, she lives near a big city. There's plenty of doctors there who serve the low-income communities. One of them would be willing to at least give her a checkup and see, check her out, make sure she's okay for inexpensive rate. But that's irrelevant because she's eligible for insurance. She just won't apply for it. Just wanted to mention that.
I love them for that application. Oh yeah, so I got some sauces here. This is Melinda's black truffle hot sauce. I wanted to try it, and I especially get it for my boyfriend, and I wanted to know his opinion of this compared to truff sauce, which is much more expensive. This was like $5, and honestly, the label's.
You know something? It's one of those things where I feel like it shouldn't matter, but I'll admit that it's a psychological thing that I tend to prefer the meat to be served like visible, like in a clear package with the freshly packed ground meat. I tend to prefer the freshly packed ground meat over the tube ground meat. I'm not against tube ground meat on principle, but I just generally prefer the other. Maybe unconsciously I am being a snob. I never really thought about it, but that's a fair question.
Kind of pretty. I like it. It's like 2 out of 5 heat. So I think I might really like this, especially if it's honey or something. So I wanted to try that. I got a refill of honey Dijon mustard. I got some honey mustard for if we get any salad stuff, or
I believe that Sir Chat paid for it. Or Lee paid for the ticket. I think Lee's mom paid for it, if I'm not mistaken. I think his mom, I think, paid for a portion of her trip over there. Her chat paid for the rest. She grifts off of her chat shamelessly.
As a dip or whatever. I just got a small one because Ken's Steakhouse is the best honey mustard out there.
And I keep interrupting, but just say quickly, buying salad dressing, just check the label. A lot of salad dressings, the first ingredient on them is soybean oil. Soybean oil is not the worst thing in the world, but it's just so much calories. Your salad, if you're drenching your salad in soybean oil, it's really not that healthy.
Nothing otherwise. And then I did get a marinara pasta sauce again. Like, I just wanted to have some of these in the pantry because, like, I wanted to rotate it out because I'm not sure how much exactly we have, like, off the top of my head.
I never really even thought about it like that, Nutty. That's interesting. Like, so she did want to share it with him. She should just be like, oh, Levi, you don't like this. I know you don't like this. She's very manipulative. All right, so I guess we're all in agreement then. I never really thought about it like that. For me, it was always kind of like a subconscious thing, but I tend to gravitate toward the visible, freshly packed meats, if possible, right? That makes sense. Oh, definitely, Angelic. Homemade dressing is absolutely the best. Homemade vinaigrette with some olive oil, it's a balsamic vinegar. I'm not a big salad guy, but if I am going to have salad, that's usually my go-to dressing.
Right now, but we need more of this, especially because I not only want to make the lasagna soup, but like while he's here, I want him to also try my mom's chicken pot pie and lasagna, as well as her pizza crust all in the freezer. And then and that was like a cheaper one. So the marinara, I was feeling more as like a backup pizza sauce, just grab and go, or like a dip for mozzarella sticks or things like that. But I did get 2 Classico tomato and garlics. I love Classico for the flavor versus price ratio, and there's no added sugar.
I don't hate Classico. Classico's decent sauce, in my opinion. I actually like that one right there, the roasted, with the tomato and garlic, because I'm not a big fan of onion. And marinara sauce is like mostly onion. So I like that one because it's got less onion in it. But I'm sure there's better sauces out there, but it's a decent sauce. I've certainly had a lot worse.
Cool. If any of you guys care about that, there's no added sugar. I think that's everything. This haul in total was like $200.
Of course, Nora.
There were some definite splurges.
Gotta dog it out. It sucks. It's okay. I'm sure there's better, but it's perfectly fine.
His birthday is definitely a good enough excuse. I'm gonna go. I need to go. My head is pounding really bad. But I am so excited for him to get here tomorrow, and we're just gonna we're gonna lay low tomorrow. I might have to make his cake tomorrow. No, I might not be able to frost his cake before he gets here.
If he ate as much as she fed him, he would have gained like 3 pounds every single day. Like, she's feeding him, like, she's trying to feed him. Let me phrase it like that. She's trying to feed him like basically what she eats. She's basically trying to feed him as much as she eats. She's trying to feed him like 7,000 calories a day. And he can only, even if he only eats half of that, he's still eating a lot more than he ever did before.
But I can at least make the cake. I've got the cake pans and everything. I'm just I feel very overwhelmed right now.
We're a small elite group.
I'm trying my best.
You, me, Remy.
So, it'll be so much better once he's here. I can't wait. I really can't. I'm so excited.
She sounds absolutely delirious with something here. She's just, I think the combination of the food along with thinking about her boyfriend put her into a dopamine stupor where she's just like floating on cloud nine. Let me pull up my
Bye.
let me pull up another vid here because let her end it. Big bag of potatoes. The biggest sack of potatoes. You got a sack of potatoes holding a sack of potatoes. Okay. We have a little bit of time left. Rosee's going to go live for her members at 6. I know all you folks are members, so you can't wait to get over there to see it. But I am assuming that somebody's probably going to restream her. But I'll run a little bit into her show. So hopefully I can pass you off to somebody else when I'm signing off. But so let me watch one more. Let me find one more short vid to watch before I sign out. Let's see what else we got here. I'll pull up one of the edits from Forklift Jones. She's got a lot of excellent edits. I keep saying she. I'm assuming Forklift Jones is a she. She didn't correct me, so I'm gonna assume that that's the case. Got to be careful assuming, but I feel like most girl worlders go by she. All right, let's see what we got here. Do you want to? You know what? It's a little bit long, but it's not that long. Let's watch this one here about life, where she talks about life by Jen, because this should be really good. It's only 15 minutes. All right, let's share this tab. And I hope you folks liked my bumper. I really thought this was one of the best ones I've done in a while. I was really happy with this one. So hopefully you folks liked it. We got Remy's fingerless gloves, the insurer, and the missionaries over here. And we got Rosee's scared reflection looking at her future after we're done with her. Hopefully you like it. No AI is used in the creation of these thumbnails. I make all my own.
Me controlling, and it's something that I work on, and I have been
I think that's where I'll be sending you then. I'll probably go over there too and say hi.
Working on, and I know that I need to change. I know I am passive aggressive. That is not something that is new to me. I can be manipulative. Yes, I can be, and I'm not proud of these things, but it is who I am. It doesn't need to be who you are, because I have those same struggles. I feel like especially because when you come from an unhealed, toxic place, those manifest in certain behaviors, certain attitudes, certain moods, and the behaviors and how you treat others. And I think for me, it manifests in similar
ways. She's talking really fast here, but thankfully there's captions. Forklift Jones, maybe this one you shouldn't have sped it up quite so much. But so she's here talking about Life by Jen, who was an OG member of Girl World before I joined up, actually. She had already passed by the time I really gotten into reacting. I'm not going to talk too much about her because she has passed, respect for the dead and all of that. But apparently that's not an issue for Rosee. She was doing a reaction stream to the deceased Life by Jen. And maybe, to be fair, there were plenty of things that you could say about Jen, but now that she's passed, I don't think it's the time to say it.
Not proud of these things, but it is who I am. It doesn't need to be who you are, because I have those same struggles. I feel like especially because when you come from an unhealed, toxic place, those manifest in certain behaviors, certain attitudes, certain moods, and the
hold on a second. That's what the problem is. I've got it sped up as well. Sorry, Forklift. Let me slow this back down.
How you treat others, and I think for me, it manifests in similar ways. When I am coming from an unhealed place, when I am coming from a more toxic place of that need for control, the manipulation side of things, and it's a conscious choice to work on yourself and choose to, especially with someone like her who has a level of self-awareness that I would compare to myself,
because I'm completely self-aware at all times. I know everything.
This is back when Rosee was pretending to be self-aware, and she talked a good game, but I was skeptical of her even when she first showed up in the Girl World community. I just was skeptical of her. There were some people who took her at her word, and respect to all of them. I think that they're just really wanted to believe her, right? And I can't blame them. Who doesn't want to believe her? I think that's something that she takes advantage of a lot. that most people in this community, even though, you know, a lot of us can be sarcastic, I think most of us are pretty good-hearted folks. We've been burned a lot, so we're skeptical, but we want to believe, right? We want to believe in that people can do better and they can change, because so many of us have, right? How many of us have helped ourselves in some way? I can speak for myself. I don't like to praise myself too much, but I'm proud of the fact that I'm a better person than I was when I was younger. I used to be, you know, a lot of things about myself were negative. I was, you know, angry. I was bitter. I was rude. I was just a lot of things about myself I was unhappy with, and I've worked on to change those. And I know I'm not the only person who's done that. So I have a lot of respect for that. And for Rosee to take advantage of our belief and our hope that others can change is really a cynical.
Is to me a high marker that I would not attribute to other people in girl world. But when you have that level of self-awareness, every therapist I've ever had has told me I'm a very self-aware person. You have a capacity. You have an innate capacity to self-reflect and improve upon those behaviors and do and be better. Whereas I thought I was done dealing with the hypomania stuff that I was talking about earlier, and then
I'm sorry, Angelic. You know, I almost didn't make it because I thought maybe it's a little bit much. And the original art that I had was too much. Like at first, like some of the art they had, like when I searched up, you know, pig art, like they had like bloody dead animal. I was like, that's too much. That's too much. But I went with this one with the sunglasses on it. I felt it was like the least intense.
The next day, I
That's
was like,
fair.
oh, I certain symptoms are gone. Some of those symptoms I didn't talk about because they're nobody's business. I'm still struggling with my sleep. I'm still struggling with a bit of the anxiety. I'm still struggling with certain, like the impulsivity has been. I've been doing my best to keep myself in check. I'm trying really hard. Being self-aware of the hypomanic episode is really helpful, to be honest with you. When you're not self-aware, oh my God, that's when you just like do crazy shit.
Hearing Rosee talk about being self-aware, if she has any self-awareness, it's only enabling her to be more manipulative.
Absolutely do. Addiction is the same at the core, but different substances are different because, like with my food addiction, my personality doesn't change. The signs of my
Girl, is that true? I'm a much bigger bitch when I'm actively in a toxic addiction cycle. I will behave in a more manipulative manner. My personality would change. I agree with that. Jen, once again, motivated to lose weight, restarted her health.
Welcome in, Marcia. Hopefully you're having a great day yourself. Thank you so much for coming by. And I'm glad I could share that, Chris. I feel like that's, I'm glad that I could bring some different perspectives. You know, I don't want to be like, you know, up here like, well, as a man, you know, I don't want to do like that. But I do think it's, you know, like I said earlier, I think it's great that, you know, reactors bring their own perspective. And that's why we can discuss the same things and come to different, each take something different away from it. So I'm glad that I can offer that perspective. It's something that I've worked on it. I've worked on it a lot. So if I can help somebody, I'm glad I can do that.
Journey. I wish she had been able to start her health journey off camera at some point. So just to reference, in case people weren't here in the beginning of the documentary, she talked about very early on in like part 1 that her dream was to go to the beach and like see the water and feel the sand. And I mentioned how in December I did that for the first time when I went to California. And
wow, the irony of her talking about beaches. When Rosee said that she's not going to go to the beach with Remy, they decided not to go because what was it? They said they were afraid of some bacteria in the water. That's pretty weak. I mean, if you're afraid of bacteria, Rosee, why don't you wash your kitchen, right? Like, why don't you clean your fridge or something? You want to talk about bacteria? You know, wash yourself, but so I don't believe that about bacteria. I think that the real reason Rosee doesn't want to go to the beach is because she's embarrassed that she'll get stuck in the sand. Like she just won't be able to like she'll literally get physically stuck in the sand and be unable to walk. And it'll be incredibly embarrassing for her. Like, remember when that happened to Glitter and Lasers? She got stuck in the sand and she was literally crying because she couldn't move herself. She was so embarrassed. I think that Rosee is expecting something like that.
For me, like that makes me think to my goal of like horseback riding again and like riding roller coasters again and thinking that there's a possible reality where that won't happen for me if certain things don't happen for me is like, I mean, God, it makes me fucking cry, you know, like it's a real dark aspect of my reality.
Are you guys going to Disney World? Not this round, no. I kind of don't want to go until my mobility's better. I don't want to go until I can ride roller coasters, to be honest.
Speaking of riding roller coasters, Busch Gardens. Rosee lives near Busch Gardens. If anybody's not familiar with Busch Gardens, go look it up. It is, well, it used to be one of the best theme parks there was. I loved it. They had a really cool animal exhibits, like a really big, like it's like a wildlife preserve. Like they've got these giant like safari park, and you could ride a Jeep. They take you on like a Jeep, you ride through it, and you can see the animals and stuff. It's really like, you know, I know not everybody's into zoos, but it's more like a safari park. It's really big. It's really huge. It's not like an animal in a cage kind of thing. It's a really good quality zoo. But the rides, forget the zoo, the rides it's got so many great rides, so many roller coasters. They had a really cool aviary. I've always liked birds. They had this massive aviary with all these different exotic birds in there. They had a bird show. They would have like you could interact with a raven. It was just really fun stuff. I'm sorry to hear that, Marcia, but that's fair. I mean, I have family who can't really, you know, just once you get past a certain age, it gets a little bit tough. That is fantastic, Miss Nat. That is awesome. In fact, why don't we put some hearts in the chat for everybody who's either working on their health or dealing with something tough right now. But respect and warm wishes for everyone. If you're doing the darn thing, we can relate. We can relate to you here. Oh dear, Angelic. If Rosee actually gets on a horse, that's animal cruelty. That is straight up animal cruelty if she gets on a horse. I remember when I was a little kid, I was a fat little kid. They put me on the biggest horse there, like all the other kids that did horseback riding. I was scared because the horse was so tall. It was so big. It was like 7 feet tall. Like it was like they put me on this absolutely massive horse. It seemed like the biggest thing I'd ever seen at the time.
Sociables, these have been sitting by my bed since New Year's Eve, and
Stopping storing food in my room was one of the first things I did when I started taking my health more seriously. And I've also worked a lot on just the habit of eating in my bed in general. Obviously, I eat my dinner in here, like while I'm watching this with you guys, but for the most part, I tend to eat at my stovetop, like in the chair that I cook in. That's where I tend to eat. It just makes shit easy.
That's not an improvement, though. Eating in your bed I'm not saying that's good either, but turning your kitchen into your bedroom is not an improvement. She didn't stop eating in her bed. She turned her kitchen into her bedroom. That's what she did.
Easier for me, and it kind of keeps everything contained in one space. And I feel like it does help me with these stuff. Since I'm not eating like with a family, and it's just me, it just makes sense.
he has offered to go to the grocery store. That's what he's been doing. He's been doing the grocery shopping. So, like I said, what you're gonna see is the freezer clean out, the pantry clean out. We got rid of.
Is she deflecting to Jean about what's in her freezer? Because
maybe she could go on an elephant ride.
she's been, I'm going to let her keep talking and see, but like she's been saying that Jean eats so healthy, blah, blah, blah. But this feels like deflection. Am I crazy? Or am I not understanding? Because like, it sounds like she's setting up for some kind of ownership. Like, well, Jean.
Oh, and let me take a moment before I go. Let me take a moment to thank all of the channel members. Thank you so much to all the channel members. We got a bunch of membership renewals. So hopefully we'll see all you folks tomorrow on the Saturday members only stream. And I'd like to take a moment to thank, in particular, Canada Cool Pondu for her Doctor's Associate membership. If you do get a Tier 2 membership, you are entitled to an individual shout-out every week when I do my weekly stream. So thank you again for that. We're going to watch a few more minutes of this that I'm going to send you off to Nikki.
Been doing the shopping, which, again, it's like, even if Jean's doing the shopping, like, you can still do a grocery haul when they all load them in. Like, quite literally, I did the pickup haul, brought it all in. My brother honestly brought in pretty much all of it because I think I was having a high pain. No, I hadn't slept that day, so I was just in a lot of pain. And also that's just like some of the things that we do to divide tasks in the house. Like when I buy him stuff or whatever, he'll help me carry shit in, right? And I explained to him what I needed him to do to help me set up for the haul, and then I filmed the haul. That would be very easy logistically.
Well said, Forklift.
I think one of the reasons I was so scared to ever like use scooters or mobility aids of this measure habitually is because of the whole concept of like, if you stop using it, you'll lose it in sense of like, in terms of walking and things like that. And it was like a great point of pride.
Welcome in, Fatness. We're going to be closing it down soon, but thank you for coming in. And that's a fantastic comment. I mean, no disrespect to Jen. Rest in peace to Jen. That's who Rosee's commenting on. Jen was an OG girl worlder. She sadly passed away from weight-related conditions. And this was back when Rosee had lost a little bit of weight and she was really feeling herself. And back then, she decided to do a video reacting to Life by Jen, basically talking crap on her. And this was after Jen had already passed away. So it was poor taste in most people's opinion.
For me, it came from a place of pride, I should say. Not a point of pride, but a place of pride, a place of fear. And ultimately,
great point.
I am glad I made those decisions and that got played out in that way. But I also believe that if you are in need of mobility aids, you should use them.
You
I'm
too,
very
Angelic.
terrified to use a roll leader by myself in public for the first time. It's something I'm going to have to overcome to get myself where I want to be. So,
like, in the past, I've needed a cane, things like that, you know.
Movement is movement.
In the past, she needed a cane. Rosee faked needing a cane. Don't forget that. She had her friend, who was actually like a coworker of hers, who she did she recorded videos with. I'll just say it like that. And that woman was the producer, and she used the cane. And Rosee posed for pictures with that cane so she could get sympathy for her disability when she never even used the freaking cane.
Even if your goal isn't...
She does use an office chair, though, to be fair. If she posed with an office chair, that would be legit.
weight loss, it's important. It's important. I don't want to lose my mobility.
That is like my goal in terms of these health goals that I have, because
welcome in,
that
Rage
reality
Piggy.
is scary.
We caught me right on the tail end here. We're going to be heading out in just a minute, but thank you for coming by. And why doesn't she need a cane? Because she just quit walking. She just doesn't walk anymore. She doesn't need a cane anymore.
You know, that lack of
exactly
is scary to think about. I lost 100 pounds and my pain hasn't changed. Chronic pain led to my weight, not the other way around. I mean, I think for me, my weight was before the chronic pain, but the chronic pain really started taking off and being expedited and really exacerbated. Yeah, I mean, it's been like a slow ramp up, but basically around the time of coming to Florida. And it's gotten really worse the past couple of years, specifically.
This was back when she could admit that it correlated with her weight. Now she's in denial about that again, of course.
I was like, even 2 years ago, my mobility was so much better and my pain was not this bad.
And we post one more link to this video if anybody would like to see the original. You can put that in the chat.
Calorie deficit is crazy. A normalized, I'm just gonna say it. Like that's crazy. Like no wonder she was doing so much. Her body was starving. Like some days my 2,800 calorie limit feels too low. Like I feel like extra hungry.
Greedy and I'm a grifter.
That is not enough fuel for her sized body, period. And that will actually stall weight loss for a lot of people because your body.
Not enough fuel for her size body. No, it's more than enough. It's not enough fuel to maintain her weight, her body fat. It's more than enough for her body, not enough for her body fat.
A portion of the way your calories burn is based on the amount of calories that you eat. So if you're not eating enough, it will also stall your weight loss. She got bad medical advice, and that's why I don't trust a lot of dietitians. I don't trust a lot of nutritionists. They are running on outdated science that half the time a lot of that information comes from things that are funded through private corporations related to big food business, right?
The big food, like the companies that fund all those studies that say those protein bars you eat are so healthy. Rosee consumes more of what we'd call big corporate food than anybody. She won't eat anything if it's not mass produced and comes with a wrapper. And I don't mean a fast wrapper like on YouTube.
She could have been eating 3,000 calories a day and losing weight, dude. It would have been a slower progression. But
that's true, but why eat more if you can eat less and it's sustainable, right? Like if you don't, obviously you don't want to crash diet. That's not a good thing. Don't cut yourself to such a low calories that you can't sustain it and you rebound. But when you're of a certain size, when you're 500 pounds, 600 pounds, the rules for dieting change a little bit because your maintenance calories are so high, you can go significantly underneath
less
them.
than her when I started eating at 3,000 as a deficit and I lost weight. Like, why the fuck is Foodie Beauty trying to eat 1,900 calories a day? That number is too low for her. And it's like, I mean, she's not even trying. She's not even trying. We gain weight at 4,000 calories a day, not 2,500. Exactly. I get people in my comments being like, if you keep eating like that, you're just going to gain all your weight back. And I'm like, yo, unless I'm literally eating 5,000 calories a day, that ain't going to fucking happen. And you sound uneducated and you don't understand how nutrition works.
Well, you are literally eating 5,000 plus calories a day. That's why you're gaining weight, even at your current weight. You know, it's not that crazy. I mean, it's what, like probably like 1,000 calories or so, maybe not that much. Well, that is maybe a little bit light, but hey, if that satisfies you, that's enough, right? Maybe some people have different calorie needs than others. Exactly, Miss Drella, unless it causes a rebound. But inherently, there's nothing wrong with it. She wants to kill the cows. Okay, everyone. I see Nikki's finally on here. It's a Rosee marathon day, so Rosee now is going live. If you haven't had enough of her, go visit Nikki. Check out the Rosee live. If you have had enough Rosee for today, I can't blame you. Go watch something else in that case, or go spend some time with somebody else. But either way, thank you so much for everybody who's come by here today. You've been a fantastic audience, fantastic group of chatters. Very grateful to have you here. Thank you to all the channel members. Thank you to all of the lurkers. Thank you to everybody watching the replay. And I'm going to say goodbye now. Thank you so much for coming by, and I'm going to head on out. I'm going to head on off to Nikki T's page. That's the link I put in there if anybody wants to go visit Nikki. Well said, Drella. Can't get enough. I'm going to go over there for at least a little bit. I don't know if I'm going to stay too long. I'm glad you like it, Drella. I put a little time on this one. Bye-bye, Chris. Bye-bye, Marsha. Bye-bye, Rebecca. Okay, everybody. I will head on out. See you over in Nikki's, or see you later.